The Federal Reserve, the central bank of the United States, is going to cut rates today. What does that mean? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Da Vinci. Oh, I am in the pipe 5x5, trying to bring you guys the news for today. I am getting myself awake. It is really difficult, but I'm finding the way. Finding a way when there is no way. Yes, I'm getting it done. Anyways, just in like approximately 13 hours and 37 minutes from when I started recording, well, that's probably less time now because this thing is 22 minutes. So by the time you guys see this, you'll see it'll be like probably about 6 hours before the Feds actually announce. And odds are, right, since the market expects like at least a quarter pound rate cut, that's probably going to happen. Now, what does that mean for the price? What does it mean for the price if they don't cut? What does it mean for the price if they cut more than quarter point? And what if they do a half? And what if they go crazy and go 1%? We're going to talk about that in today's episode. So before we do, right, I want to show you something about the price action here. Starting with Solana. You can see we've Solana has just absolutely blasted off and has broken its trend. Here, let me just stretch this out a little bit. You can see Solana did pretty good, right? They've created a new uptrend, and that uptrend is now broken. And you're like, okay, well, that means we're going to break down. Not necessarily. I think there's a chance that we can really hit this parking garage price of 251, maybe a little bit higher, get up to the target price of the this big W action here, and lots of W's everywhere here. And you can see there's that. Let's just take this line here and use this as an example right here to here. Ooh, look at that, almost. And let's just go this one. And the breakout, oh, look at that. It takes us right to this target. So I think we're going to probably come back up there right now. What does this have to do with the Fed funds rate? And same with, let's just go take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum has not broken out of its sideways action here. And let's take a look at finally at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has also done its run. And if we were to go to 4 hour, we can see that it's now going sideways after going and breaking out and going to another trend and now breaking that trend. So the question is, what does the TA say compared to what is going to happen today? You can see Bitcoin has failed, right, to break through this parking garage, right, level here, right? If you've been watching the show, been marking these things down as parking garages, these are just another key levels here that these orange ones are just key levels that we can just ignore, right? But the main ones are the red ones. And let's just take out these ones. These are sub parking garages that we can also use. Let's just take them out for now. And so basically we see that Bitcoin is most likely going to come back down a little bit before we go a lot higher. All right. So with that said, easily predict that just like normal, we're going to only get a small rate cut, and this is going to cause the price to go down because prices generally rally into an expected news event and fall. Now, don't expect a massive fall, right? Probably come back down maybe to 114K, right? For Bitcoin, and Solana, not much either as well. Solana will probably only, at the worst case scenario, to $220 before we start coming back up. And same with Ethereum. Ethereum is probably just going to retest the lows, and then we're going to go a lot higher. Okay, now what would happen if the Fed were to not cut rates? Well, unfortunately, the market would tank a whole lot more. Same with Bitcoin, but they wouldn't do that because they always signal to the market what they're going to do. If they were to cut 50 basis points, right, the market would rally heavy because that's a lot of money printing and people will get excited. If they go through a whole 1%, actually the market would tank. You're like, what? They're going to print even more money. Well, because the market will be afraid that the Fed sees something that they don't see. And that means there's something big coming down the pipe. And the Fed is getting prepared for it. And they're like blindsided by, what do you guys see? And then the whole market will try to go crazy trying to figure that out. Okay? So with that said, we're not going to see any kind of surprise from the Fed. We're going to just see general rate cut. And the sad thing is we shouldn't be looking for these guys to manage the price of money, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Our current system of money is where a certain set of group of people set the price of money, and then the wealthy people get to print it, and you have to work for it. This is why you need to learn how to save in Bitcoin, save in BTC, right? And I have the course, b4b.davincij15.com, where you can actually learn how to save in Bitcoin for the long term, because this monetary system is not going to stick around. And you're going to want to have real value for your future. So make sure you do that with Bitcoin. And I'll teach you how to do that. Okay, with that said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.